You're listening to The Metal Experience. Only on Slam Internet Radio.
Woo! We just heard some aborted, I love this title, Meticulous Invagination. Beautiful. Rings of Saturn, Abducted, and Meshuggah Bleed. We are here with Devangelist.
After a week's hiatus.
Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves and what you do in the band?
I'm Doug Taylor. I do vocals for the band. Been doing it for about 2 years now with Devangelist.
I'm Dakota Raymond, play guitars, been in the band for about a year now.
Ryan Cawley, I'm the drummer, been in the band since '09.
We missing anyone?
Yeah, our bassist Timmy, he couldn't make it tonight.
Loser.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's a little busy at Dominic's tonight.
Dominic's like he's shopping for food and didn't invite you.
No, dressed in a penguin suit managing the store.
Nice.
He lives a double life.
Okay, I take back that loser comment because that penguin costume is pretty sweet.
Is he really wearing a penguin costume?
Well, a penguin suit.
Nice.
That's funny. So tell us a little bit about how you guys started as a band. How'd you guys all meet?
Ryan?
Well, when I had joined the band, they were looking for a drummer at the time, and I just messaged them and told them, yeah, I play death metal, drumming, Gravity Blast, like as often as possible.
Yes.
And they hit me up, and we met up, and it was like after one tryout, they're like, you're in.
Nice.
Yeah, basically at this point we have no original members, so it's all reformed, still the same name, same kind of...
What year did the band start?
I want to say it was like '08.
Are you the oldest member now?
No, the bass player who joined maybe a few months before I had joined, he's the oldest member, probably the only original member, I would say now.
Yeah, and then after your guys' tour, you pretty much went on hiatus for about 2 years, yeah?
You went on a tour?
Yeah, we toured Europe and parts of the UK. And,
What?
Whoa. With who?
Waco Jesus.
Okay.
They're like a grind death metal band. Sacrificial Slaughter. They're
Nice.
like thrash death metal out of California. And
It's okay if you don't remember the last one.
Insurrection?
Sweden. I mean,
Yeah.
there's like several insurrections. So
Well, yeah,
it's like-
basically after that, they were pretty much done. Then I joined the band because I was partying at Dakota's house before he was in. And Ryan was there, and I was telling him how I just got kicked out of my last band for getting really drunk and having awesome stage antics. So he said, come by and try out. I ended up in the band, and then after about a year of bugging Dakota to get in, he finally started liking it.
Yeah, I used to be in a band called The Late Lamented, and we played shows with Devangelist a few times, so I knew Ryan, our drummer, so that's kind of how we all got together.
There you go. Now, what about the name? What does Devangelist mean?
Let's start with what it doesn't mean.
Okay, let's start with the don'ts.
We're not trying to make any kind of religious statement. It's just the point is that we're just playing metal. You know, we're all about it, and
it's a brutal name.
It sounds really cool. We think, yeah, and
Brutal.
but yeah, it's got nothing to do with religion. We just don't really touch on religion, and that's kind of the whole point. We're not trying to offend anybody in that regard. In every other regard, though, that's what we're going for.
Yeah.
So, for those that don't know, what does Devangelist mean?
I guess it means whatever you want it to. I mean, everyone in the band kind of has their own, thoughts about it. But, yeah, I guess we're just kind of all about life, not focusing on religion with our music and, just all about having a good time and everything.
There you go. You guys actually played a show this past weekend in DeKalb. How'd that go?
Went pretty well. We really like that venue. It's one of the few around here that actually has a really nice green room for the bands, so it's cool to hang out with the other bands. Tonson was really good. No Conviction's always fantastic.
Townsend's coming on in a couple months.
In like February.
All right, couple months.
I think it's February 11th.
And the same with our buddies Escapists that were playing there. They're good friends of ours that just live right in Waukegan.
What was the venue you guys played at?
It's Otto's the Cal. It's it's like the only remaining venue there other than like the House Cafe. Just minus the Bear, like a big indie band played a few days before. So they have all sorts of different shows there. It's local acts, mainstream acts. It's all over the place. So it's cool to reach out to the college kids at NIU. They definitely like to party. So.
Oh, I can only imagine. I've been to the show. Been to a show at the House Cafe. Small little venue, packed. They've got nothing else to do out there. It's just so far away.
Yeah.
Hopefully that wasn't a huge drive for you guys.
No, it wasn't bad. We're looking to go as far as we possibly can, Try and get a tour going. Got to get used to the long drive, so it's nothing. No big deal.
So when you guys started playing shows, what was the best show so far that you had played with this lineup?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's all right. You can tell us.
I don't know. That'd be really hard to
tell
say.
us.
I think our best shows are probably at our hometown bar, just because that's our biggest draw around, and that's where all of our diehard fans come out and just get wild with us.
It's the,
What venue is it?
The Irish Mill Inn in Mundelein.
Okay.
But it's awesome because it's just such a small bar, and it's like just packing everybody inside of a freaking little sardine can. You have all these people coming from all over the county just to come see us, and then just rocking out in this tiny bar where the bar is pressed right up against the stage with room all over to the sides, and there actually ends up being a mosh pit.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
And
awesome.
hopefully we don't tip over the PA in the process, yeah.
For those that want to call in, it's 773-657-3341. I have gotten a couple texts from people, so the phone lines are open. 773-657-3341. Call in. Come talk to
Dave's
us.
ready and waiting to
Dave's
take your phone
ready
calls.
and waiting to answer the phone and learn to transfer you back over to him to talk some more if you want to talk with Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Hi.
Oh, shut up.
No, you guys actually brought an EP that nobody's really heard yet. Tell us a little about the recording of it. Where did you guys record it?
We recorded at Crime Dog Studios in Grays Lake with an engineer named John Griffin, and it was mastered at iMaster Studios in Haynesville, Illinois, by Mark Yoder. We're not completely finished with it yet, but it's pretty close. So we're really excited for people to hear it, especially on the metal experience. So
Is this is going to be the first time anyone's heard this?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
debut.
Nice.
How long did it take you guys to record it so far? That you've been working on it.
well, due to scheduling and everyone having other jobs and everything, it took
Shaking
about-
babies.
yeah,
Shaking babies.
shaking babies for money. It's about 6 months, so it's a slow process, but we're pretty happy with the product so far, and we're really looking forward to having a tangible product we can release at our shows.
How did you guys find the recording studio that you're recording with now?
My last band, The Late Lamented, recorded there. We did about 5 songs there, and it was a pretty successful EP, and the end result was pretty great. Sounds good on just about anything you listen to it on. So I had the prior experience with this engineer, and I know he just is an awesome guy, works out really well, and has a lot of interesting ideas. He's got a really wide background. He does voiceover work, he does music for video games, all kinds of classic rock bands, so on and so forth. And he's actually a member of Tutu and the Pirates. So,
Nice.
Tutu and the Pirates. I
Yeah.
like it.
Sounds pretty brutal. Are they a metal band too?
No, it's like one of the original Chicago punk bands. They actually just released their record, but they've been around for about 30 years. So,
Whoa.
yeah.
Now,
And-
did you guys have anything recorded before this
Yeah.
as Devangelist?
Yeah, we have like a 6-song full-length EP. It would end up being running time, I think, like 47 minutes. It was,
Woo!
It was more like progressive death metal, whereas like we kind of, I guess, evolved to being more technical death metal. A lot more changes, a little, like it happens a lot faster than
It's always getting
8-minute long
faster.
songs like we used to play.
Now, what was the inspiration behind the EP that you were recording? Was there anything in particular you guys were listening to, or a theme to what you were writing?
Well, yeah, songs we played in the beginning of the show, Aborted, Rings of Saturn, Meshuggah, that's all pretty relevant.
Psychroptic.
Psychroptic, of course.
Yeah, Dying Fetus.
Dying Fetus is huge. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're listening to and just kind of paying attention to, mainstream events. The first track on the EP is called Crocodile. It's named after the Russian drug that's going around that people are making at home with codeine, gasoline, paint thinner, and some other household products. And
Basically making them fall apart after they end up shooting it up for the first 2 months.
Ew.
yeah, it results in your flesh falling off on your arms and legs, basically, and gangrene developing. And
Oh, Jesus.
people that enjoy this fun drug are so high that they don't really
fun.
care. And I hear the high is 10 times as strong as heroin, so that's the attraction, I suppose.
For all you listeners at home looking to try something new this weekend.
Oh, my God. Well, let's go ahead and hear this first song. Dave, are you all set up over there?
Yeah, I'm all set.
All right, let's do it.
And it was called Crocodile.
That's right, that's the Russian pronunciation of crocodile.
Let's do it.
It takes Dave a minute to figure out what
No,
he's doing.
I hit play. The damn program just takes forever.
Yeah. So while we
and
do that,
now it won't play the track, so I'm going to try something else.
Dave. Great job. So while he still figures out his life, how did you find out about this drug while you were researching?
I think Drudge Report. It just kind of was one of the little blips on there, and I read into it and looked into some Russian media, and there was a few documentaries on it already, but they were kind of archaic, not the greatest quality. And then just about a week ago, it was all over the news, and we wrote the song like a year ago, so we didn't really think it would hit America, but of course it did. So.
Yeah, and then after Dakota was showing it to me, we were just talking about it and thinking, like, hey, we should write a song about this. Like, this is something nobody's actually finding out, Random drug in Russia that's just killing off all the druggies. It's pretty ridiculous because now that it's coming to America, I mean, that's one way to solve the problem, right?
That's also one way to look at it, solving the problem with Crocodile. How are we doing over there, Dave?
listening to the Metal Experience. Only on Slam Internet Radio.
And we are back with the Metal Experience. We just have some weird people standing outside, and it's a lack of communication, but that's
Some
okay.
children.
Just some
Apparently
immature.
Dave, you're supposed to be out there beating asses. The fuck, man? You got your cool guy gloves on. You're not even beating asses.
So the Metal Experience endorses beating children.
Hell yeah.
They weren't children. They
young
were
enough.
clearly
They were
at
young
least
enough to get
16, 17
their
years old.
asses beaten,
right,
Dave.
Exactly. But we're back. I'm Morgan Danielle with Luco Blaze, and we're here with
Hi.
the guys in Devangelist. And we just premiered their first song off of their upcoming EP that was called Dakota
Crocodile.
Crocodile. About this crazy flesh-eating drug. Crazy. You could just shoot it up, get high, and die. There you go. All right.
That's pretty much the lyrics right
There
there.
you go. There you go. So, where do you find your inspiration rather than just these crazy drugs when you're writing lyrics, Doug?
Well, I'd say a lot of inspiration is just however I feel or whatever I'm thinking about at the time. I mean, like, obviously your more basic death metal lyrics, you know, that's just like some sort of horror story put in the song. That's just, you know, when I'm feeling good and, you know, feeling just like talking about something, making up a story. But outside of that, we have some songs that are actually a bit more relevant, like Crocodile. And also we have another song called No Medium. And that song's just, it's really, I don't know, I'd say it's more just a poetic way of saying open your mind and just not following the norm without sounding like, you know, some sort of One Direction type song.
Did you guys bring that one with you tonight as well to hear later?
No, that one will not be coming out on this EP.
Bastards.
That was one of our older songs. We decided to put 2 new ones and one pre-existing before me and Dakota joined the band.
So the EP that you're putting out is only 3 songs, or is it going to be more?
3 songs for now. We're hoping to, once we release that, start putting a song on the internet, you know, every other month, iTunes, Reverb Nation.
Okay.
Working our way towards a full length, but just going to stick with the 3 for now for the tangible EP.
Now, what about, I'm trying to think, with the sirens in the background here, it might get loud if you don't hear me. It's because,
Moving on.
yeah, that.
Fool.
Someone got shot in Chicago.
What has been your favorite song, Doug, so far that you've written lyrically?
My favorite song that I've written lyrically, I would actually have to say Crocodile or No Medium. Those definitely are my 2 favorites. Or we had a brand new song that we just came out with we called Deviant. I really like that one because it's pretty naughty. Yeah, it was just fun to write.
How is it naughty?
A sexy
Please.
death metal song.
Well, with a name like
Do tell.
Deviant, you can only imagine what it's really about. But I'm gonna have to say that's one that everybody's gonna have to wait to really hear. It's pretty explicit.
Alrighty.
It's definitely
well, you
listening
heard it
to-
here first. Devangelist's touching on some pornography topics.
Ooh.
Oh, we touch a lot on pornography.
We're not going to call like 30 porno shops again, are we?
Don't talk with your mouth full. And maybe. No, I'm kidding. When you're writing. I just had it on the tip of my tongue. Damn it.
That's what she said.
Deviant,
No.
Crocodile.
What was. No, I would never if I knew that my flesh was going to be ripped apart from my body. What was the one band or musician that got you guys started in metal?
Oh.
Ryan is just taking a dump right now. I don't know where
Yeah, he
he
just
went.
appeared.
He does that.
No, he calls it logging out.
I like that.
I would say, I guess, the first band that got me into metal and eventually deciding to play and pursue it as a career was, strangely enough, for the type of metal I play now, was Demon Borgir, At the Gates. You know,
Nice.
the older bands like that. And I was definitely into more symphonic metal 10 years ago. And now it's just a lot more gorecore is the term I hear being thrown around. And
Gorecore?
yeah,
What bands are considered gorecore?
exactly. Aborted, Cattle Decapitation.
Exhumed, even though it sounds nothing like the other 2 bands, but they're still called gorecore, I guess. I guess it's more of a style.
That's a new one for me. Gorecore.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd consider aborted core. It's very
Yeah,
interesting.
it's not supposed to be an insult. You know?
No, I know. I've never heard that term used for them. I consider them
I've
technical
never heard
death
that term
metal.
before, so I like it.
There's a new subgenre every 3 weeks, it seems.
No,
like.
that's true. That's true. My brother makes them up on the regs.
All the time.
It's crazy.
We're actually going for belligerent death grind. Yeah.
There you go. I mean, if you have your own style, no one can set you apart.
Belligerent death grind?
Yeah, that sounds nice.
I like it.
Good
I
on the
like it.
ears.
Dave?
Yeah.
Moving
I
on.
think they wanted me to make up a genre on the spot. The only thing I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Fucking failure, Dave. You're
All right. Well, now to Doug. Doug, the musician or band that got you into metal.
Musician and band that got me into metal. I'd have to say when I was younger, like one of the first cassette tapes I ever bought when I was like 6 years old was Alice in Chains. And I know that's completely different, but
when you were 6?
yeah, I didn't even know what album I was looking for, and I ended up getting Dirt, and that was nothing I ever heard on the radio, and that just really opened my mind to new music. And then I listened to Pantera like right after that, and that really got into me. But I don't know, once I started, like, right before high school, I started listening to, like, Cannibal Corpse and Deeds of Flesh. Like I was showing you guys earlier,
Nice.
I have the Deeds of Flesh album, Inbreeding the Anthropophagy, tattooed on me because they were one of my big inspirations.
I saw Cannibal Corpse and Deeds of Flesh and Macabre at the House of Blues many years ago. That's it. That's all I got.
I wouldn't think Macabre would play the House of Blues.
They've played a couple times. I've seen them there a couple times. Actually, every time was with Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah.
Well,
But that's
there
all I
you go.
got.
I remember what I was going to ask originally. The 3 songs that you have on your EP, what is the one line from each song that sticks out the most?
Getting
'Cause I know you
deep.
said deviant.
yeah.
Deviant. You said you won't tell anybody. Give us one line out of that song.
One
Just
line
give an
out of
idea
Deviant?
out of each song.
All right, out of each song, I would have to say Crocodile, as you inject the needle, wipe the flesh from your bone. And that just pretty much explains it right there.
It's graphic.
Yeah, yeah. And then, I'd have to say probably from...
Put him on the spot. He's nervous. He's dropping the lighter.
That's okay.
See how,
It's
yeah,
meant
I'm
to
just
be
like
tough.
tapping.
You can do it. I believe in you.
From our other song, Xenocorpse, I would probably have to say rip their heads off with my bare hands and pile those who've fallen. It's right in the breakdown. It's just one of my favorite parts of that song. And then with Algorithm,
You brutal motherfucker over here.
I'm not sure. That song is, I love the whole lyrics. I don't even think I could pick out something that like is over anything else in it.
You're back.
I was trying to get you to give a preview of Deviant for the world, just to think about what else is in the song.
Well, I do definitely have a favorite line from Deviant, and that would be, I rape the living and then something with the dead.
You can say fuck. It's
Oh,
okay.
all right. Well, fuck the
Fuck.
dead, yeah. Well, raping the living and fucking the dead. Cheers to that.
All right, there we go. Now it's Ryan's turn to be put on the spot. Are you ready for the tough question?
Were you taking a dump?
Were you logging out?
Logging out.
Oh, did we talk about that? Did you
No,
talk
I-
about logging out when I was gone?
I was talking about you logging out while you were gone, yeah.
Did
Were
that
you-
happen?
were
Are
you logging out?
He's logging out right now.
He's trying to log back in, but it's not working.
I'd say I wasn't turning off any computer.
So that's a yes.
Yeah. Is that my
Okay.
tough question?
No, it's not. Your tough question is, what's the musician or band that got you into metal?
Got me into metal.
I told you it was a tough question.
Got me into metal.
Spice Girls.
I don't know. I guess I've always been like even when I was like 3-4 years old, I just like skulls and gore. I just had like a fucking like old school like a skateboard with a vulture ripping bloody eyeballs out of a skull. So anything that was just like with points or just covered in skulls, I'm like, that's cool. So I guess like
So your
Metallica.
skateboard got you into metal?
No, just like anything that had like skulls on it. I saw that Megadeth logo and they had skulls. I'm like, what's that? I don't even know what it is, but
I
want
like it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So Metallica, Megadeth?
Metallica, Megadeth. Yeah.
Man, how?
There you have it.
Now, my favorite question to ask bands is, what's the most embarrassing incident that may have taken place on stage?
It doesn't have to be in this band either. It could be just in a show or something that's happened to you. playing live.
I got a pretty good one.
All right, here we go.
We were playing the Mutiny a couple months back.
Nice.
And
Place of the shoot.
I'm sure a lot of you have been there. There's a convenient exit ramp right in the middle of the stage.
Yeah, for some crazy reason.
It's like a wheelchair accessible part to the stage. Oh man.
Yeah, so then, we're 2 songs deep or so, and I'm walking over, trying to have some stage presence on the, 4x4 stage. And walking over towards our drummer, Ryan, and forget about the little ramp there, and just kind of, fall in, do a couple cymbals.
Oh.
We kept playing the song. My armpit hurting bad,
You're not.
The cymbals fell into Ryan for a second. I got some dirty looks.
What happened?
But we kept playing the song, and I was just like basically on my knees, kind of half into the drum set, just chilling. But yeah, that was probably my funniest moment.
Who'd you guys play the Mutiny with?
We were there with World War IX. They're on tour from
World War IX.
Yeah, they're from New York. And who else were we there with?
Crook County, and then I forgot I think the other band was Die Time.
Yeah.
Die Time?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
It
we were
was-
like the only metal band on that.
Die Time wasn't metal?
Crook
Type of-
County's punk, right?
Yeah, Crook County. Yeah, they're punk.
What type of music is Die Time?
Die Time is one of the other members from Crook County. It's his other band, and there was no guitar in it. It was no guitar. It was bass, drums, and vocals. Wasn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
And it was a punk band?
Yeah.
We were trying something new, play with some punk bands, see if we can get the punkers into
The punkers.
get them into the metal.
And then what about you, Ryan? Most embarrassing moment? While we still have you here.
He's shameless.
Embarrassing moment on stage. I don't know.
Come on.
Didn't you just say,
Maybe, like,
I got a ton of them?
Dropping a stick. I don't know.
It was that one time when you left while we were tuning and went and took a poop.
Oh yeah, there was that time. No, that never happened. I don't know. Probably when he fell over on my drums.
It was a mutual embarrassment.
Yeah, it was like I saw it in slow motion from where I was standing or sitting, playing drums, and I saw him coming at me. I'm like, "What are you doing?"
There's a ramp there.
All right.
A conveniently placed ramp.
And last, Doug?
Me, I'd have to say there was one time before I joined the band when I was in my old band, Society Decay. Because honestly, with Devangelist, I haven't really done anything too embarrassing. But with them, there was something embarrassing that happened in front of me. And there was, like, right in the middle of the mosh pit, this dude takes a stool out and puts it in the middle, stands on the middle of the stool. Everybody's moshing around him. And then he gets down over it and sets his nuts on top of the stool.
What?
And then tries getting everybody to come over and smack his nuts.
What?
Yeah, and then he came over to me, just holding him out, all like bulbous, just squeezing him, looking at the veins and shit. And then I just kicked him in the nuts back into the freaking pit. But yeah, that was slightly embarrassing because I definitely just kicked a guy's bare balls.
Hey, man, you can fucking check that off your bucket list. Kick a dude in bare balls while playing.
Yep.
Done.
Graphic.
Done.
I don't know. That's how that's embarrassing for you. It's more for him, but
It was embarrassing for me because he was doing that while I was
It
performing. and I'm
wasn't
like,
G.G. Allen. Was it?
Yeah. They're like, your music has made me want to whip my balls out and slap them on things.
yeah, it was-
Well, to each their own, I guess.
And
Fucking
with
weird
that,
people out there. Dave?
Could I speak to the drug dealer of the house, please?
Let's hear it from the soundboard.
Okay.
all right. So I got a bunch today since we kind of skipped last week.
Oh, snap.
Anyway, punk band Agent Orange was actually robbed at gunpoint over in Michigan.
That sounds about right.
in
That sounds about
Detroit,
right.
right?
Close enough. Hamtramck, Michigan.
All right, that sounds about right.
Detroit. Okay.
Yeah, they got one of the guys'
Michigan.
phones and $12 cash.
Ooh, I bet it was worth it.
score.
You see the commercial where the guy's trying to give away his phone?
Yeah.
He's like, here, he's like, give me your money, give me your phone. He's like, here. He's like, I don't want this. He's like, no, take it.
Yeah, you
It's
should've
a,
gone
it's a
to
good
Bill
phone. It's a good phone. I got the charger for it too. Here, take it. He's like, I don't want it. Sorry, Dave.
Yeah, all right. It's all right. Toxic Holocaust is streaming their new album, Chemistry of
Sound
You
Wow.
can do it, Dave. You can do
I
it.
feel like Morgan.
You don't know what it feels like to
con-
be me pronouncing things.
CONSCIO.
Conscious.
No, it's spelled really.
Put the word up on the screen, Dave.
Is that word conscious? No one can read that.
It's the
We
best.
have no
I can
idea
do.
where it is. Can't
There
you
is
type
a
it on the
zoom
screen?
button in the upper right-hand corner. You can zoom in. You realize this, right?
Technology's amazing.
Oh, you're stupid.
Is it one of those made-up metal words?
Yeah, right.
Possibly.
Dave, what is it? How is it spelled?
I will skip back to it later. Anyway, they're streaming their new album and their Toxic Holocaust. That's all you really need to know. They're also coming to Chicago a day before my birthday, which is cool.
What day are they coming in?
November 26th.
Oh,
You shouldn't have told anyone. You should have let everyone guess your birthday.
Yeah, probably.
Too late.
Anyway, DOA
wait,
also
exactly. Wait, your birthday's November 26th?
27th.
Oh, I was gonna say okay. Oh wow, we'll be celebrating. Here.
Yeah.
I won't.
No, Lugo won't be here.
Sucker.
Anyway, DOA announces European tour and a campaign to fund the live DVD of it.
DOA.
Yeah.
DOA.
All right, Dave, what else you got?
All right. Bad Religion has released their song "O Come, O Emmanuel" off the Christmas album.
Who did?
Not even Halloween.
Who did?
Bad religion.
Bad Religion.
Why?
Getting a jump start on the Christmas season.
Oh
I don't know
my
why
goodness.
they did it, but it should sound.
I like it.
All right, so just play this while you, what else you got, Dave?
All right. Killswitch Engage released a music video for Always.
All right, turn this off. This is terrible.
It's actually not that bad.
I like it.
Well, I
Bad
mean, I hate
religion.
Christmas
I like
music,
it.
so.
How much do they pay for the
I'll
rights
agree
to
with
that?
that.
Is there anyone else that fucking just absolutely fucking hates Christmas music?
I don't hate
absolutely
it, because you
I
know what?
hate it.
August Burns Red's Christmas album is badass.
They had a hit or miss, but other than that,
Wait,
I hate Christmas music.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
They're all
Yeah,
right,
They're awesome.
okay.
too.
I'm like, wait, if you hate them, then
but I really hate Christmas music. I hate Christmas in general.
But I wouldn't call
Kill me,
Trans-Siberian Orchestra. That's not really Christmas music. They don't talk about anything. There are no words in
Yeah.
the music.
August Burns Red's was just instrumental too.
All right, let's not get in fucking. What else you got, Dave?
all right, like I
Turn it
said,
off in the background. I can't hear you.
all right.
I love your voice, Dave.
Killswitch Engage has released a music video for Always.
Oh my god, I love him.
I don't know.
We'll
what's
be
wrong
there
with
next week.
For a second, I thought that was.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what's wrong with her.
I thought that was Luca, like doing an impression.
That
of
was
you.
me.
No.
That was me.
No.
We got to every time we got to call her. So,
So let's talk amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
Dave's got to take a caller. So
Dave's gotta take
I
it
fucking hate Christmas music.
That's
all-
also like Christmas.
That's
music
all I got. I
and
hate
country music
country. I hate.
and folk music.
I'm not a big fan of Christmas either.
You don't like getting free shit? I thought I did pretty
No.
good buying you things.
I'm not a big fan of Christmas in
Okay.
general
Well,
because
fuck
everything
you
I want
then.
I could just buy myself. So
Okay then, Mr. Know-It-All.
all right. Anyway, okay, gonna go fast because
Yes.
we have someone on the line.
Well,
all right,
you
go.
want to patch them through?
No, go.
No, I'm just gonna
Go.
All right. Free EP was released from Lay It on the Line, a hardcore band, and they seem pretty cool. 7 Seconds has also announced that they're beginning to record a new album with
Okay.
producer Steve Kaepernick. Casualties have posted a trailer for their tour with Negative Approach, the Crumb Bums, MDC, ACXDC, and War Torn.
Okay.
All right, honey, you're gonna have to help me out. I'm not too savvy on the.
Oh, no sweat.
Your lighter's on the ground. I kicked it over to you.
What else, Dave?
All right, and last but not least, the band Polka Dot Cadaver has reunited with their old members to reform Dog Fashion Disco.
Dog Fashion Disco. Well, there you go.
Polka Dot Cadaver.
Yeah, they also have another band, a bunch of other bands called like Knives Out, El Creepo, and Celebrity Sex Scandal, which has a song called "Ode to Katy Perry."
There you go.
I owe something to Katy Perry.
Yeah, don't worry, it's not much.
All right, we'll put that caller through.
All right.
Hello,
Hello.
Hey,
caller.
it was Airman.
What's going on? Who is this?
It's Holly.
What's going on, Holly?
Nothing. We are
sound
right
like
now.
you're in a
I
spaceship
was
or
literally
something.
working on the CMA calendar, and I heard how much everybody hates Christmas music, and I fucking hate Christmas music
Oh.
too.
Yeah, buddy.
all this fucking Jesus and babies and fucking bells. I hate fucking bells.
I hate
God damn
bells and babies also.
Wow.
So you're not going to buy
Well,
the
not
new
babies,
Beverly
not
Hills?
like baby Jesus. Only baby Jesus.
Only baby Jesus
All other
with
babies
bells.
are cool.
I'm not a
So,
big
but yeah, no,
fan
I hate
of
fucking
babies
Christmas music.
either. They poop all over the
Yeah,
place
I know.
and shit.
Yeah, they stink, and I don't know. It's
Little,
hot, dude.
the little assholes think they can do whatever they want.
Says
pooping
the
and
woman
stuff.
who has
Can't
a
even speak in
kid.
whole sentences.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Can't even feed themselves or
right.
properly use the toilet.
Look at them just laying around all day sucking on tits.
know,
How
right?
come I can't do that? Like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
They're
Exactly, damn it.
They're nice when you're shake weight subs. You know,
Substitute.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
So, but yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, right now I'm with Tim Anders from Pitch Black Productions.
Hi,
We're working on the
Tim!
CMA calendar. So I
Help.
actually stepped outside because I didn't want it to be all echoey and stuff.
Tell Tim I fucking love him.
Aw, Tim, they fucking love you.
No, I do, and I do. In a total weird way.
Oh Jesus!
Next time I'm gonna.
Would you put your balls on a stool in front of him?
Oh, I don't know about that, but
We won't get that.
all right.
Buy
Yeah,
dinner
I guess.
So yeah, that's pretty fucking crazy, dude. I don't know.
When
Would
is
that
the-
make you gay? Would it?
No,
Maybe?
no.
No,
way.
you just showing some dude your balls. Be like, check out my balls. Would that make you gay? Like, honest.
I mean, I don't know. I think it just made him really hardcore, right? I mean, middle of a mosh pit, put my balls on a stool. What up, bro?
It reminds me of the South Park episode with Miss Chokes on Dick.
Which jokes on Dick?
Present them.
Present them.
Oh, that's funny. That's too funny.
So now, when is the CMA calendar being released that we will be at?
It will be on November 3rd at, doors open at 9, but party starts at 10. We're going to have Fahrenheit 666 there. They're going to be doing some fire performances and stuff downstairs while the music is playing and everything else. It's a bunch of local Chicago metal bands that actually Morgan and Luco from the Metal Experience help us pick out. And it's pretty fucking badass. And we're also releasing the Chicago Metal Alliance 2014 calendar. Some lovely, some of the most beautiful ladies in the scene. You know,
then,
they were.
and then me, right?
No one knows it's you this year.
Yeah,
Some
nobody knows it's
some
you.
beautiful ladies, and then me.
They don't know it's
Yeah.
you. I mean,
Well,
you're in disguise this
planned
year.
it that way.
I didn't murder
Yeah,
you
you
or
are.
anything. I gave you revenge. You'll see.
There we go.
Dude, my favorite picture is the one where both of you guys are in the costume and you're sitting there playing on the PlayStation. It's fucking awesome.
And
Like, we should
you know
use
what's
that. I'm
awesome?
Like, no, we can't.
If you look at it, the TV's actually on our right side.
I know. I
We're
saw
looking
that. I saw
at
that.
nothing.
Yeah.
We're looking at a wall.
It was just a
That's acting, folks.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, no, it's like really exciting. It's going to be really badass show and stuff. And here's Tim. He's outside to join me. Do you guys want to talk to him?
Yeah.
All right. They want to talk to you, Tim.
Tim. Tim.
Tim, I was going to make the announcement for you, but you can go ahead and do it. You have a bunch of stuff available online for people to buy of your old metal collection that you no longer want. Why don't you go ahead and give some details on that? Save me the speech.
Oh, wow. Okay, let's see. Selling a bunch of autograph stuff, a bunch of 2X T-shirts that are brand new that have never been worn, obviously. Basically, I put it all up online, and anyone who wants can browse through it. I also have a ton of CDs, but I didn't take the time to put them up there.
What's the address?
That website is pitchblackpr, as in public relations.com/dungeon.html.
So last time we were over there, I almost stole about half the T-shirts and everything you had up there. I'm like, God. So he's got some pretty awesome stuff out there, folks.
Yeah,
That's
you're
all I
selling
got.
like poster flags. You're selling autograph books, a bunch of T-shirts, CDs.
Any vinyl?
You got any vinyl?
Yeah, there was a few vinyl. The biggest things that I can remember off the top of my head is I have an autographed Keep the Coalescent vinyl.
There you go.
Oh, God, I was trying to remember off the top of my head there, like I say. There was a few up there. I know there's a copy of Dimmu Borgir's Abrahadabra, the double gatefold or whatever.
Signed?
No, I don't think that one is signed. It probably will be in the near future, but, not yet. So
Can you sign it?
I can sign it if you'd like.
Sold.
I don't know if that'll increase or decrease the value, but, either or.
Signed by Pitch Black Productions, Tim. Figure out who he is. Figure out the value.
Well, thank you, Tim and Holly, for calling in, and we will be seeing you guys soon.
By the way, Tim, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, motherfucker.
Well,
I know it's
you.
coming up, and I'm sorry that we can't make the show Saturday. Why don't you go ahead and say what your birthday show is on Saturday at Game Pazzo?
All right, well, I'm doing a show at Game Pazzo on Saturday. It starts at 6 o'clock. It's an $8 cover. For his birthday! Yeah, Holly says it's for my birthday.
You missed that part, we know.
Yeah, I know. There will be a costume contest as well, and there's a $30 Kuma's gift certificate for the person who takes first prize.
Kuma's the shit.
Bands are Our Day's End, Hellguard, which is a black metal band from West Virginia.
How did you get a West Virginia band to play?
Actually, it was a promoter who helped book Ern's tour in Texas that contacted me looking for a Chicago show.
Nice. So it worked out.
Yeah. And let's see, then we have Ezerate, Act of Destruction. I wanted to say, originally it was supposed to be their comeback show, but I think they've now since played another show. And then,
those liars.
Yeah, I know. But, what, they'll put on a good show. They always do. And then closing out the night is Lords of the Drunken Pirate Crew.
Nice, dude. Well, thank you again for calling in, and we will see you soon. Hold on, you got a question.
Tim, this is Dakota from Devangelist. If you like what you hear, hit us up with some shows, man.
All right, sounds good. I'm sure Morgan and Luco there can hook you up with my contact info as well.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
We only have a fucking shit ton of your
cards.
Yeah. I got nothing.
Yeah, I know.
You're welcome.
But thank you,
thanks
Tim.
for having me on here, guys.
We love you.
We love you, Morgan Luco.
I love you in a dirty way.
All right, catch you guys later.
Peace.
All right. Well, let's hear another Devangelist song. What is track number 2 on the new EP?
Track number 2 is Xenocorpse. Xenocorpse. Yeah, it's
Okay.
translation in English.
There we go.
Dave, is it going to play this time? Or?
You're listening to The Metal Experience. Only on Slam Internet Radio.
That's right. We're back. I'm Morgan Danielle with Luco Blaze and 3 of the members of Devangelist. And we've just played their second song off their upcoming EP. What was that song called again? Anybody?
Xenocorpse.
Xenocorpse. And
does the EP have a title?
Yeah, we're just going
self-titled.
Self-titled. We have a phone call, Dave? Hello? This is the Metal
Hey,
Experience.
what's up?
Nothing. Who's this?
It's Alana.
Hi, Alana. How are you?
I'm good.
How's Ohio?
It could be better.
Well, why do you say that?
Not many good shows are coming through.
What was the last show that you went to?
It was a local band, Escape the Silence, actually.
Oh, we did play them a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and right now they're playing a show with Straight Line Stitch.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So what do you think of Devangelist?
Oh, they're fucking sick. I love them.
Thank you.
Do you have a question for the band?
Sure. When are you guys going to start playing in Ohio? You guys need to come here. There's more metalheads up here.
As soon as you start throwing us shows, we'll be right out there.
Yeah, we're trying to get a tri-state tour, work our way out there. We're hoping within the next, 8 months or so, we'll have that under wraps.
I'll make you a deal, though. If you guys come and play a show here, I'll make sure that 5 chicks strip naked in front of y'all.
That's pretty awesome offer right there.
Well, what about
5?
your band start playing shows and invite them out to come play with you guys?
Well, sadly, I had to leave my band because of money issues.
Oh, no. Well, what about your friend's band, Escape the Silence?
Escape the Silence, they're doing really well. I think the best thing you guys would have to do is, message them on Facebook. And believe me, they'll be up for doing shows with you guys.
If you guys are looking for a band in Ohio.
We will take note of that.
Yeah.
So what's the next show that you're going to be going to, Alana?
Well, you guys are going to kill me with this one, but...
You're fucking dead. What is it?
It's not Blood on the Dance Floor, I promise you that.
Thank God.
Black Veil Bride?
Hell no.
Who is it? You're keeping
Possibly I might get to see Slayer.
We're going to Slayer.
We're going to Slayer.
It's going to be brutal.
In Columbus.
I want to see Gojira.
No, I wish, but that drives a little bit brutal right now for us.
But no, I'm also trying to save up money to go see Creator, Overkill, and Warbringer.
That would be a good show.
Why would we hate you for going to see Slayer?
Yeah, why would we hate you?
No, because that's not the main one that's coming
Oh,
up.
jeez.
The Slayer's not the main one?
The one that's coming up next week that's important to me is Twisted.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's important to me because a friend that just recently passed away was going to go to it.
Oh, we're very sorry about that.
He was killed for being an ICP fan.
What? That sounds like a crime that would be in Detroit. But I'm so sorry. That's terrible.
Well, at least they treated him well. 300 people showed up for this guy's funeral.
Wow. That's awesome, though.
But I've been listening to Battlecross and shit like that, so...
Battlecross is the shit. Those
I'm
guys are
friends with
pretty awesome.
Kyle and Dawn on Facebook.
Yeah, they're great guys. We've met them a couple times. I can't wait till...
And then
they
I'm
come back
friends
here.
with Travis Ryan of Cattle Decap.
It's a good connection to have.
Yeah.
And then apparently the job that I used to work at, which is Kings Island Halloween Haunt, apparently Chris Barnes walked through.
Chris Vaughn.
Chris Barnes?
Barnes?
Yeah, 6
Cannibal
feet under.
Corpse?
The Byron.
Yeah.
6 feet under? The Barnes.
And apparently, if you buy him tacos, he'll become your best friend.
I know
Did you buy him tacos? How do you know this?
One of my co-workers up there, he got to pretty much get fucked up with him.
That's
For
great.
buying him tacos?
Apparently.
I don't know how great that's going to be if everybody's just buying him tacos to be his best friend.
That's
I
fucking
thought
awesome.
I was the one and only. Shit. Come on.
I'll buy Chris Barnes 4 tacos. He wants to be my best friend.
That motherfucker.
Shit.
How many tacos does it take to get fucked up on Crocodile?
One with a Jeffrey
with a Jeffrey Blunt in it.
Jeffrey.
Do people actually eat on crocodile, or they just eat their skin that's conveniently, falling off?
I don't know.
Sucker.
We'll find out. It hit Chicago recently, so.
Did it?
You guys gonna dabble?
No.
Dabble in the tacos or the crocodile?
The crocodile.
The tacos.
We're just gonna
Yeah, I'm
passively-
definitely dabbling all up in them
Just
tacos.
passively
Okay, for a minute
promote
there,
it.
I thought someone said that they were dabbling in the cock.
No. Sorry, that was Luco.
Oh.
20 points, Luco.
Hey-o.
20 points.
Hey-o.
Well, Lana, we still got some more music to play. Thank you so much for calling in. We've missed your calls. And we definitely
Yeah,
will
I
be
missed
hearing
you
from you
guys.
more during the next upcoming shows.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And don't forget to like Devangelist on Facebook. Try to come out to some of our shows. We're going to be playing out in Lansing on Saturday. If you can make it out there, that's a little bit closer to you out in Ohio.
Lansing.
Thing, I can
Michigan.
get some of my friends up here in Ohio, like the bigger bands. I can get them to get you guys on shows.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah.
Yeah, hit us up. Maybe we'll make you an admin. That would be fucking awesome. Anything helps. So.
Yeah, like you can ask more. You can ask everybody here. Every time I become friends with a band, I promote the shit out of them.
You do. We've sent you some stuff, and we got to send you some more to pass out in Ohio.
Yeah, I'll text you my address. Okay.
All right, sounds good. Well, thank you so much for calling in, and we look forward to hearing from you very soon again.
All right. Keep it metal.
Thank you, Alana.
All right. Bye.
Peace out, motherfucker.
All right. So you have a show in Lansing.
Yeah.
Any other shows?
What other shows?
after
What
that?
shows you guys got coming up?
What shows do we have coming up? Well, so far right now we have the show in Lansing. As far as this next month,
Where you got no details? Just like Lansing, the whole town
It's-
are playing the show.
no.
It's Lansing, Illinois,
Yeah,
not Michigan.
that's true.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's at J.J. Kelly's. We're playing with Testimony.
Testimony's fucking awesome.
They're fucking
Yeah.
awesome, really good guys, becoming pretty good friends of ours, so check them out. We're also playing with Cryptic Oath, who's starting to gain some popularity around here, and
Deprimacy.
Deprimacy, who
Fucking
are really
awesome.
haven't met them
shit.
yet, but we've heard their shit, and we're really excited to meet them. So it's at a bar, but it's an Irish bar, and from our prior experience, those are the best types of bars to play at.
Especially with playing with Testimony, too.
Yeah, that's kind of what we do. We go to Irish bars, play some metal, drink some whiskey.
Yeah, get everybody just annihilated, and then I'll have a giant after party and forget all about it the next day because we were far too messed up.
Have you guys seen Testimony live before?
Yeah, we played with them.
Play with
a
them?
lot, yeah.
That one dude just fucking shreds.
Mike Gowell,
Oh,
yeah.
is that his name, Mike?
Yeah, he's-
That guy's
The whole band
pretty
is
sick.
phenomenal. Like, they're all super talented dudes.
Yeah,
Really
they're
good
all
guys.
fun people too, man. Like we love playing with them. I don't know, we played like 3 or 4 shows with them so far. We've been like throwing them some shows. So then they decided to bring us out for their CD release party, which is going to be this Saturday. So that's exciting, especially for them. You know, like I'm super stoked to be playing with them on this show.
Yeah, everyone that shows up, it's a $5 cover. You get a Testimony EP with admission.
That's badass.
Yeah, and a good, 3.5 hours of metal, cheap beer, cheap whiskey. It's a little bit of a drive for some people out here in Chicago, but we'll make it worthwhile for you. If I won't, Doug will.
Yep. But
Behind
I'll
the
do a
venue.
lot of things.
Behind the venue.
He'll kick you in your bare balls.
With his mouth in his hands. Now, is that the only show you guys have coming up right now?
We're in the process of booking a show. We actually had to drop out of one, sadly, but the next show probably after that will be at the Irish Mill in Moneyline, the place we were talking about earlier. That's always pretty much the best draw for us, as of late. But we're looking to get into a show at Mojo's. Those guys are kind of tough to book with, but
A little bit.
What
Yeah.
show are you trying to go on?
we were trying to open up for the BDM Skeleton Witch show.
Okay.
That's still kind of up in the air. They might last moment be like, hey, so.
Yeah, they're very last minute with everything.
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll
And I
see.
mean-
But yeah, keep on the Facebook Devangelist Band. We post constantly about shows coming up, and that's the best place to find out any shows we have. It's facebook.com/evangelistband.
Now, how are you guys releasing the EP? Are you just doing it digitally? Are you planning on doing artwork with it?
Everything.
Everything?
It's going to be a sleeve with our logo, which is pretty huge on the front, and then the back, just simple, all the information, all the good stuff. We're going to try to put it on Reverb Nation, iTunes,
Bandcamp,
Bandcamp,
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, everything.
And what are you planning for artwork? Do you have anything in particular in mind?
Just T-shirts at this point, really, because we just came out with a brand new logo, which isn't going to be what's sticking with Devangelist. There's if you look it up online, you'll be able to see it. But we added some different artwork to the top to bottom. Same with the font in the name. So it's almost like an actual, front artwork for a CD in itself. We're not going to be able to keep that whole picture for every other album that we do. So this is going to be that logo and that T-shirt that we're putting out. So hopefully within the next few EPs that we put out or albums that we put out, it's going to change up, which it is, along with our T-shirts too.
Yeah, the logo kind of ties in to one of the songs on the album, Algorithm. There's like a big schematic and a lot of complicated math that none of us really understand. But it looks cool, and that's
the
gonna be
old
the cover.
complicated math.
Yeah, and we're still kind of kicking around the idea of incorporating Xenocorps, heads being ripped off of aliens and things like this on the back of the album. So
or Crocodile, just like some shady dude shooting up while a bunch of other scary-looking motherfuckers falling apart or watching him trying to get his shit.
Who's designing your artwork?
Horse, yeah, right, Ryan?
He did our logo.
Yeah, he did our logo, but for our new artwork, we don't really have anybody doing it right now.
So if you do graphic design or artwork, we're looking. So we're just putting that out there. You can hit us up on
Facebook.com/DevangelistBand.
Yep. Ryan, put on the smooth voice. Oh, yeah. Smooth as a motherfucker.
I would, but I'm too busy being delicious.
No, far too busy being delicious. Oh, yeah.
Now, what has been one of the best experiences that you guys have had being in this group? Like, what do you think has drawn you guys to play so well together that you guys haven't had with another group that you've been in?
Drugs. No, I'm joking.
Crocodile.
Just shooting up at band practice usually.
That's our secret. No,
I would say our Pog collection.
Oh, yeah, Pogs.
Collectively.
Motherfucker.
Shooting marbles on the street and beating up hobos, whatever.
No, but we've all had prior experience in other bands, and it's kind of our chance to combine heads. Like I said earlier, me and Ryan used to play shows, and he was in Devangelist, I was in a different band, Late Lamented,
and then me and Dakota were playing shows, and Timmy's been playing with people since before we were born. So
yeah,
it's past his bedtime. That's why he's really not here.
In a way, we're all kind of veterans of the local scene, so just having the prior experience, not having to start from ground zero as far as how do we write songs, how does this work, it kind of helps. So there's a lot of knowledge between the four of us, and that's been kind of accelerating the rate of the things.
How does your recording process work?
It's pretty standard. Drums are mapped out, recorded, and then we go guitars, bass, vocals.
And when you guys write songs, what usually comes first, the lyrics or the music?
The music. I generally will come up with what we call a skeleton of the song. Hey guys, here's
the riffage.
Yeah, like 5 or 6 riffs that tie together, pretty fluently, and me and Ryan, our drummer, will sit there and kind of piece them together. Timmy, our bassist, he's got a really good ear for how many times this riff should be played, and we really try to focus on if we have like a hook or a really catchy riff, we'll play it a little bit so that you're dying to hear it 20 seconds later when it hits and it's repeated more than one time. So
and just mapping out the song in general, he helps a lot with that as well.
Right.
Yeah, then just lyrics right on top of it, like however we feel like the song should be titled and what it should be about, and then I just do my thing on top of that. And as long as it doesn't conflict with the rhythm, it just ends up being the final product.
Yeah, it's a pretty smooth writing process with this group. It's really been enjoyable. So I guess writing for me, back to your question, has been one of the funnest parts of being in this band. It's just so refreshing how quickly we can come up with a song. It only takes 2 or 3 sessions of a new idea to have a complete idea.
Absolutely. Where do you guys actually end up practicing at? Do you have your own jam spot, or are you doing it in somebody's basement?
We rehearse in Superior rehearsal studio.
Superior Street Rehearsal, yeah.
Superior.
2744 Superior in Chicago. It's a huge place. There's, what, like 200 jam rooms. You walk in there, it's like the mall of music. You know, you'll hear the salsa band, the UFO cover band, and
Nice.
the Beatles band all in the same hall. So
Nothing more than I love from some like flamenco in the middle of our death metal. You know?
yeah, in between songs, you just hear ridiculous stuff. It's a good time. It's interesting.
What other metal bands are you guys in the same vicinity as?
Well, in our room, I'm in two bands. So I'm in a band called Everything Must Die, which is grindcore, and the members of that band are actually in another band called No Conviction. So all three bands share. All three bands share the same rehearsal space.
So it's a little cheaper on the old rent.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what other? There any other metal bands in the?
Yeah, there's Knocknisium. Are they still in there?
No, it's not Knockmisium. It's Lord Mantis.
Lord Mantis.
Yeah,
we're
who's my neighbor at my apartment building too. So
yeah, we're a rare breed at that place, but definitely welcome. There's been a few metal bands they've come and gone. There's some guy down the hall that just screams, just random.
Yeah,
just let
some
feedback.
just awful shit.
I don't think he's ever like Google searched noise gate or how to even fucking play an instrument. So it's just like
He just goes there and screams.
I swear to God, his parents pay for the room, so he's not making the noise at the house. I won't tell you what room he's in.
No, he just shrieks. I wish we did know his
He's
room
just
so
like,
we could.
Oh my god.
and it's like guitar feedback and
Yeah.
He just sets the guitar on the ground, with the volume turned up, lets the amp feedback, and he's just basically in there screaming. It's
pretty funny, but it drives
No,
Ryan.
it's not funny.
It drives you crazy.
It
That's
drives
the
me
best
crazy.
part.
I'll go there and I'll be setting up my gear and the PA's not even. And I hear him with like, do I set up my drums or the PA first? And it's like, well, I gotta set up the PA first just to drown him out.
But no, we're not trying to disrespect anybody. A lot of the musicians in there are amazingly talented.
Except for that one guy.
Except for that one fucking guy.
Yeah, no, just the other day, Dakota ran upstairs and ended up finding these dudes that were jamming out all this Queens of the Stone Age, and that was really cool because me and him are big fans. And
yeah, I ran up there, tried to, kind of knock on the door. Obviously, they were playing, but yeah, I just kind of busted in there and started
I kicked
headbanging.
their fucking door down.
And it's like,
hey
"Good job,
guys.
It's like, yo, bitch. No, I was loving it. I went in there and kind of the natural reaction is to headbang, which I'm sure they're not used to seeing, to, rock. But it was awesome. I happened to have a Queens of Stone Age tattoo, so I showed them that, and they were like, oh, come on down and we'll give you free entry if you show your tattoo. It's like, I don't think they're going to do that, but it was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome bands up in that Superior Street Rehearsal.
Now I know that buying CDs is kind of a thing of the past. So what was the last CD that you guys bought, and was it everything that you thought it would be?
Bought?
Yeah, bought. Like
I buy
physically
CDs.
bought.
I don't know about
I do
buying
too.
CDs.
I
But
buy
what was the
vinyl.
last CD or vinyl that you bought, and was it everything that you thought it was going to be before you bought it?
Rings of Saturn, their last album that they released, I just bought that on vinyl, and that's pretty much it, because outside of that, me and Dakota live together. We have one computer in the living room that's Dakota's computer, and we pretty much just download anything we want to that. So at this point, it's just vinyl or nothing. For me, it was Rings of Saturn. I don't know. What about you, Dakota?
I think the last vinyl I bought in the metal realm was Meshuggah, Colossus or however it's said. But that was awesome. It's 4 sides, so sounds great. It's a long play, and the grooves are just so thick on that one. It's 180 gram, but it seems thicker than that. It's awesome.
Our last one before that was Aborted. You just bought that, which is funny because those are those 3 songs that we played.
Oh, well, yeah, there you go. Pretty accurate sampling of what we actually listened to, so that we provide at the beginning of the show. So,
Right.
Oh, it's my turn. Well,
Walking out again?
Let me just start off by letting the public know that I like grindcore and I like death metal, but I also like dance music.
Okay. Whoa.
Shakes
It's
it like
okay.
no other.
No,
is it okay?
Should you guys stop?
It's
me?
okay.
Can you stop
Come
me?
on.
Can we go
I
to
do this
commercial?
too. It's okay. It's okay.
All right. So I bought an autographed copy of Cruella's Get Wet CD. I like that kind of music.
And what's the next topic?
And
The last metal CD.
you guys were supposed to cough when I said that.
It's okay. I've
No, I
heard
like
good
that
things.
stuff.
I want to listen to it.
What was the last metal
Metal
CD?
Oh, metal CD.
Oh.
Probably Rings,
Probably
right?
Rings or Saturn at that last show.
Yeah,
But I normally buy CDs like by the handful. I'll buy like whatever the local CD store has in stock, which
Cattle
it's
Decapitation.
like very I got that one.
You got that one.
I got like Cattle Decapitation and probably
Striper.
Spawn of Possession, Viljarta,
Cerebral Bore. You just got
Cerebral
that one,
Bore. Yeah, I
actually.
bought them too.
Doesn't Cerebral Bore have that chick singer?
She's
They
gone.
did have that.
Yeah.
chick
Oh,
singer.
she left?
Yeah, I met her. They did the Summer Slaughter tour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were there. At
And-
Milwaukee?
Like, yeah, Milwaukee when she was still in the band. And on stage, she's like, like not trying to be like a cute little girl. She's like, doing her metal thing. Then I run across the street and I see her in the store buying some stuff to eat. And now she's wearing like, girl jeans, girl shirt. And she's all like, she's a sweet girl. And
Looking
it's
like a woman.
I'm like, you're fucking brutal. She's like, oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Isn't it funny how like the littlest women have the biggest voices, and then when you meet them, they're like the nicest. You'd never.
Then you just want to take them out back and rape the bejesus out of them.
Not like
Is that just me? Is that just me?
Or we can
Hey,
call
babes. How you doing?
Anyway. Call it a struggle snuggle.
That's it.
So you don't feel so guilty about
there
it.
you go.
Okay,
It's not
with
Raven. She
that,
doesn't have socks on. Remember that, right?
I think
If you
it's,
bring flowers and candy, is it a date?
okay.
If you throw
I
glitter
thi-
in their face and yell surprise.
I think it's time for
Is that
Lucas
magic?
We have been called Wraith Evangelists before.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
I
There you
can
go.
see why.
Or Devangel Fist.
I know. I'm
We do like some fisting too.
I'm so glad Luco's in the room right now. I wasn't doing this
You
interview
can stop
alone.
this at any time.
I don't want to. I don't want to.
Oh, the porn we watch.
All right, so let's do on-site band pick. Woo!
Now it's time for
Hey man, look what I found.
Only on the Metal Experience.
Whoa. This week from Nottingham, UK, the band After Every Gunshot with the song Pre-Pulse Inhibition. Let's check it out, motherfuckers!
listening to the Metal Experience. Only on Slam Internet Radio.
That's right, we're back, and that was Luco's unsigned band pick. That fag is out smoking right now and being an idiot, deciding not to come in here. So that was After Every Gunshot from Nottingham, UK, with their song Repulse Inhibition. And we're going to go into the last song on Devangelist's upcoming EP. What is this last song called, guys?
This last one is called Algorithm.
Nice, and here we go.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Metal Experience. Only on Slam Internet Radio.
And we're back, and Luco just sat down, that faggot.
Perfect.
And
What?
I called you that twice now on air. What?
You fucker.
Well, I can't tell
You
you
wanna
how
get
many
the door
names you've called
there?
me. Door.
So yeah, that was Algorithm. Like I was saying, that's kind of where we got the concept for the cover art for the upcoming self-titled EP. By the way, we're hoping to drop that next month. We haven't said that yet.
Very exciting.
So hopefully late November you will have some tangible Devangelist to listen to.
Now, where can people find your band, your merch, everything, Devangelist?
Well, the Facebook is facebook.com/DevangelistBand. As far as our merch goes, right now that's only available at the shows. We're selling it pretty cheap, $15. Reverb Nation. How do you find us on there, Ryan?
On Reverb Nation, I think they offer, like, they print the merch themselves. Like,
what's the URL though? How do we get
URL is probably just Devangelist.
Yeah, just search us on Reverb Nation, and that's where you'll find us there.
Everything's linked on Facebook, right?
Yeah, but outside of that, I mean, message us. We'll be more than happy to send you whatever you want, like hook you up with whatever you want, especially if you're around the local area. we're more than welcome to try to like do anything through PayPal, whatever you like. We can get you whatever you want. We have several different T-shirts. We have our old logo with a big red "fuck yeah" on the back, and then we also have white T-shirts, green T-shirts, black T-shirts, red T-shirts, any color you want, and we got it with our brand new logo on it.
And coming soon, panties.
Ooh.
Yes, but
and beanies.
Those are only to be seen for a short while until they're taken off.
What about beer can openers?
Beer can openers?
Koozies.
Fuck that. We don't sell lighters.
That's a good idea.
Stickers? Anything?
Stickers, we're out of stickers at the moment, unfortunately, but
No.
that's because everyone wanted them.
Stickers is awesome, though.
Stickers is awesome.
Stickers is awesome. That's how I talk. Got a fucking problem with it? What's that guitar pick? I see something. Need to look. I need to see.
Can I get a beverage over there? An adult beverage?
An
over
adult
there?
beverage. We're drinking some beers in here. It's winding down a little bit on the end of the show. We've got about 25 minutes left here, just hanging out. So, from what you guys started growing up listening to metal-wise, what has been your favorite band now?
Psychroptic.
Okay.
Thank you, Ryan.
And
It's on top of it.
Thanks, Ryan.
And aborted.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah,
I felt like I just rang a buzzer. Like, what is your favorite band? Psychroptic.
What is Ryan's favorite TV show?
Lost.
Anyone?
I don't watch TV.
Psychroptic on YouTube.
Psychroptic on TV? Yeah, that's what I watch.
Yeah, for me, I used to be huge into Black Dahlia Murder, and I think after Nocturnal thereon, I just kind of lost interest. I think once they lost John Campaign as a guitarist, they just lost their uniqueness, I guess. But now, yeah, Aborted's really the big one for me. Just they're always, changing their sound, and
They have a new CD coming out next year, don't they?
No, they're working on it right now.
They're working on it.
but yeah, for me, yeah, it's Aborted's pretty much where it's at right now. What about you, Doug?
Yeah, for me, just like the two of them, I'd have to say Aborted. That's always been one of my big favorites. I remember the first time me and Dakota, we were both in other bands, and we really only knew each other from me going to detention at a freshman campus because I failed some certain classes.
Bad kid.
Yeah, we always used to hang out back then on the detention bus riding home and listening to Aborted, some other bands like At the Gates. So we always kind of shared that interest. But Aborted's really one of my big influences. Outside of that, I mean, I've been getting into a lot of really different music, like Infant Annihilator. I just got their new CD. That's absolutely sick. Infant Annihilator. Definitely look up their
Also
music
from
video.
UK.
Yeah, and they hump a lot of things in their music video, including each other.
Nature.
It's pretty awesome.
Nice.
Ryan doesn't like it so much though.
No, not a fan.
It's not Cruella.
I like Nasm. Or
Yeah, he
Nasm.
likes
They're not
Nasm.
around anymore, but grindcore.
But yeah, outside of
Pig
that,
Destroyer.
Archaic, they're fucking sick, man. Like a lot of the stuff that's coming off of Unique Leaders Records right now, and same with like Deeds of Flesh, because those dudes are a part of it. It's just awesome. That's what really would have been getting into, a lot of technical death metal.
Yeah, I get shit because I do like some deathcore bands. Like Artist Murder is really awesome. I love just the sound of it, just the quality of the whole. All their recordings are just fantastic. So
Now, if you guys were ever to, I think I know what answer you guys are going to say, but if you were ever looking to get signed by a label, what do you think would be the best fit for your sound? Like, what would be that?
it's tough. I mean, Nuclear Blast would be really nice. Metal Blade would be.
Is
really
this
nice.
what band is this?
We're
That's
watching
Infinite
a
Annihilator.
very, disturbing
Dave's
video.
putting a video up
He's
on
putting
the
it
screen.
on. They're humping. They're gonna hump.
They were
pretty soon.
humping each other.
No,
We're
here
watching
comes the
Infinite
humping.
Annihilator.
It's
These
like
guys,
watching
like,
Rape with
I'm
clothes
not a
on.
fan.
Behold the glory.
This is actually pretty entertaining.
Yeah, right. Just jamming out in the
I think
forest.
I wish I could hear the music. Dave, put,
Gravity
put the
Blast on
music.
toadstools.
Oh my god, I need this CD.
It's just two guys.
Two guys.
Yeah.
I'm seeing more than two guys in this video.
And they also they had the guitarist from Rings of Saturn do some work on their new album as well. But it's not on this one with them jamming out on toadstools and sticks. Yeah.
My God. It's just these two.
What's the
over
name
and
of this
over?
music video?
Oh, what is the name of this? You gotta.
Dave?
I can't read that. You read it for me.
Decapitation, fornication.
Okay, so we need to definitely check this out. This is awesome.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah, the whole album's pretty good.
This music video is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely something to look into.
It's inspirational.
Are they playing sticks as guitars?
Yep.
Yeah, they also fuck a bush with a giant log.
They fuck each other with a giant log.
Don't call his dick that.
Oh my god.
And there it goes.
This music video was filmed at a budget of like $6 and lunch.
But it's in high def.
Yeah, and then the milk puke. Yeah, that's always a good one. See, this just reminds me of a really drunken night where I end up wandering out the back door and going into the woods.
Do you guys have any music videos?
We have
That guy's symbols are leaves.
Mushrooms.
Just have
And they're humping
recent-
each other again.
recent live footage video.
Yeah, there's some live footage on YouTube of us actually at Otto's. Back
You guys
in
have a
March.
YouTube channel?
We do not.
We do not. It's up on Ryan's YouTube, but you can get to it through our Facebook or through our Reverb Nation. It's actually a little bit easier through the Reverb Nation. If you just type Devangelist in Facebook, you'll get a lot of videos. Most of them from Devangelist when they were in Europe before me and Dakota were in the band, when it was the old lineup. And then after that, we have us at Otto's, and a couple other little clips of other things, and that's it.
Nice.
Now, how much has the music changed since the old lineup?
A
Well,
lot.
I mean, new guitarists in the band, that's like completely different songwriting right there. I mean, I also play guitar, and I wrote a couple of the songs.
You wrote 3 of the songs, yeah.
Yeah, there. I have one song on the EP, Xenocorpse, that I wrote guitar, drums, bass, and me and Doug co-wrote the lyrics, and then Dakota stepped in, joining the band, and his style is obviously different from the old guitar style. So
Yeah, Ryan kind of put it well before. It's gone from a progressive type of metal to just kind of straightforward technical death metal. Just
my biggest influence,
math metal, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, my biggest influence on drums would probably be John Longstreth of Origin and Flo Manier of Cryptopsy.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's...
No one knows Cryptopsy.
I know Cryptopsy.
Well,
they need to
I
They're
like
my tone
it. Yeah.
influence.
Hold on a second. You've said
Cryptopsy
this
is the
term. My
shit.
brothers used this term. Describe math metal. What makes something math metal?
The music has gotten to the point that it's delved beyond jazz complication to where it's almost like you're having to do math to comprehend the time signatures that we're using, and I don't know. It's almost like Adventure Time, Finn and Jake, when he says mathematical as an interjection. It just makes sense when you hear it.
Oh, it's
Well
just like, so
put.
that complicated.
What?
It's just like so complicated. Like essentially, you would need math to explain like their time signature,
Yeah.
sorta.
Well, music essentially is math, as depressing as that is. But yeah, basically it's just craziness.
a lot of notes, very musical.
That's
You know,
right.
it's,
Heavy
someone,
as fuck.
someone should start a math rock band called Algorithm and Blues.
There is actually
That's pretty clever.
a group from France. It's like one guy is called The Algorithm, and he plays with a drummer. They're signed to Basic Records, but
Look at this guy and his knowledge.
Well, it's a good thing their names-
he records his guitar parts and then like chops them up in like Ableton and makes it all like dance music
We
mixed
don't do
with
that.
like
All right, that's why he knows
grindcore.
this.
yeah, we don't record it.
Minogue.
Alrighty then. Well, that's math metal, and with that, let's count how many pages I have for local roundup today.
How many pages do you have?
I don't know. I'm gonna pull it up here for you to start the intro while I load this. Hey, thanks, Dave.
Whenever you're ready, Dave.
The local roundup with Morgan on the Metal Experience.
That's right. It's the local roundup. We didn't do this last week. I do apologize for those that wanted some shows announced, but unfortunately we couldn't be here last week. It was a odd week being off, but we are back now and we've got some great shows lined up for the rest of the year. So here we go. If you're interested in playing some shows, Another Hole in the Wall has some openings still. You can email Darlene at xonlive.com, Darlene at xeonlive.com. Still looking for 2 bands to play with, 6 Feet Under, Junga Rot, and Proxaria.
Junga?
Whatever. Archache to play November 6th. 3 metal and hardcore bands to play November 8th with This City Falls. Also, they need 1 rock and pop band to play with Icon for Hire November 9th. They need 3 metal bands to play November 15th with Dope Beyond Threshold. And 1 more band to be announced. And
Wait,
then
you did say 6 Feet Under, right?
Yes.
So if you buy Chris Barnes tacos,
you're getting in the show
you're
for free.
getting in the
and
show.
November 23rd,
High as fuck.
with Kill Devil Hill, I Set to Kill, Blackwater Rising, and Girl on Fire. They need 3 metal and rock bands. Like Holly said when she called in, no cover for the exit November 3rd for the CD release show of the Alliance 13 Experience. We've chosen another great 13 bands with the Chicago Metal Alliance to release another compilation this year. Our picks this year was Orinoco, Mechana, Armored Assault, Grace the Damned, Cataplexy, and I'm trying to think.
Are you looking at me for the answer? I don't know.
Yeah.
I
there
don't
was
recall.
one band. Oh, Monster XL. Those were our
wasn't paying
6
attention.
picks. And then Chicago Metal Alliance have 7. So definitely check that out. We'll be doing the CD release show. And then also our calendar release show. So we are February. Check it out. It's awesome. And thank you, Tim, for taking our pictures.
I thought we were October.
I don't think that got officially moved.
Oh.
I think we're still February. Corey Rocks is looking to fill up space for her show for the rest of the year. She's filling up her calendar. So if you're interested in being on her show and setting up an interview, you can get a hold of her, Corey Rocks Your World, on Facebook. She also does interviews over the phone if bands are looking to just call in. Check out MHX Radio on Monday nights, Dozer and T-Rex from 8 to 11. Wednesday is the Doomseller with Dozer from 8 to 10. Thursday, I don't know if it's still on hiatus, but the show is with Dustin from 7 to 11. And they also do rebroadcasts of the Metal Deli and Corey Rocks. And then also our show gets rebroadcast on Friday nights from 7 to 9.
So you can hear the shit from 7 to 9 on Friday.
Followed by Neil's Wartooth and then Corey Rocks Your World.
MHX Radio.
And here are the upcoming shows in the next week, starting with tomorrow, Wednesday, October 23rd at Foo Bar in St. Louis, Missouri. It's all ages. $15, 6 p.m. to see Eli, The Dark Beside.
Eli's still around?
Bare Knuckle Conflict, Digital Collapse, My Ticket Home, and Nonpoint. Thursday, October 24th at Mojo's. It's all ages, $12 in advance. 14 the day of. It's 5:30 p.m. to see Betrayer, Without Reason, The Desire Remains the Same. Strength in Numbers, Solace in the Dying Hour. Along Came a Spider, and He is Legend. Friday, October 25th at Junior's Sports Bar in Pilsen. 7 p.m., $5, 21 and up to see Demo. Los Esquilotos. Jesus.
You can do it!
Esquilotos. DJ Bambi, Ruthless, Demolisher, and Damnation. It's their CD release show for My Mental Prison. Friday at the Liars Club in Chicago. It's $5 suggested donation, 21 and up. 8 p.m. to see The Hollow. It's their EP release show.
Wait, suggested? So, like, if they were like, I don't want to make a donation.
Oh, some Radiohead shit.
Yeah.
So,
Johnny
I'm just
Vomit,
gonna-
Tomorrow the Moon, and The Lady and the Monsters.
So just let me in. I don't want to give you any money.
Friday at the Take 20 in Cherry Valley. All ages, $5, 6:30 p.m. to see Reckless Redemption. I Killed the Killer, Ominous Grey, Exorcist, Warforged, Untold Legacy, and Killing District. Friday at Bada Brew, 21 and up, 8 p.m. It's $5. Ladies, there's no cover if you're wearing a costume, and it's
What
the
about
contest.
dudes?
Well, you're not special. The contest is for Most Evil. It's the Prison City Halloween Massacre 6, Day 1, with Orinoco, Impale, Bleed for the Fallen, and Eye of Anubis. Friday at Bobby McGee's, it's $5, 8 p.m. to see Dark Passenger, Grain Shifter, Fucked, and Infernal Contract.
Fucked?
It's PHUKT.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Friday at Yale Town Inn, 21 and up, $8, 9 p.m. It's the Eric Erickson Memorial Show with Skullfogger, Miles from Exile, Speed Freak, Bill Your Dick, and Armored Assault.
Bill, you're a dick.
Saturday at Bada Brew, $6, 8 p.m. Costume contest for best and sexiest. It's the Prison City Halloween Massacre Day 2. It's going to be What? Plague a Locust from New York City. Knifed at Gunpoint and Undying Alliance. No Regrets and Ugly Bones. And on Saturday at the Camelot Bowl in Portage, Indiana, it's $12. It's $2 off if you're wearing full makeup and costume for a Halloween show.
Oh.
All ages. 2 p.m. Ronald McDonald House Halloween fundraiser to support Edward S. Roseberry Jr., who just had heart surgery. Jeez. Starting with the value meal main stage, we're going to have Betrayer, Her Eyes Glazed Over, From Summer to Fall, Aborum, Spirit of Revolt, Night of the Round, The Cambion, White Pony, the Deftones tribute, Send the Dawn, the Mudvayne tribute, Damage Justice, Metallica tribute, and Malice Cooper, the Alice Cooper tribute. And on the dollar menu stage, we have Covered in Thrash, Shipwreck, The Awakening, Summon the Ancients, Autonomize, The Truth, Corkscrew, The Breath of Cheyenne, Savor the Glimpse, Prey Macabre, and Power Child. There will also be a toy drive, dodgeball tournament, and costume contest and more.
Dodgeball tournament?
They will be playing dodgeball.
Nice.
Saturday at Just Bill's Place in Overland, Missouri.
I'd fuck some people up in dodgeball.
All ages. It's going to be Compelled to Destroy, 13 Crows, The Engineered, Off the Witness, Till Death We Rise, Post Primal, Project Irma, and Make It Out Alive. At Game Pazzo, like Tim said, it's his birthday show. It's all ages, 6 p.m.
Timmy!
$8, and it's going to be Lords of the Drunken Pirate Crew, Act of Destruction, Ezerate, Hellguard from West Virginia, and Ours Day's End. On Saturday, Luco and I will be at this show. It's at Mojo's, 6:30 p.m., all ages. I Will Define, Fit for a King, The Plot and You, I Wrestled Bear Once, Upon a Burning Body, and Attila.
That's when?
That's Saturday.
That sounds awesome.
Saturday at
I guess
Chalk
we'll be there.
in Forest Park, Illinois, 21 and
Mojo's?
up. Free, 8 p.m. to see Worm,
Joliet?
Radio Creeps, and Flood Damage. Also, we've announced this already, but on Saturday at J.J. Kelly's, it's $5, 21 and up, 8:30 to see Devangelist, playing with Depremacy, Cryptic Oath, and The Testimony, playing their CD release show.
It's not The Testimony,
Well,
is it?
Testimony.
Is it just Testimony?
It's Testimony, yeah.
Saturday at JD Muggs in Addison, 9 p.m., 21 and up, Locked and Loaded, and War Pigs, the Black Sabbath tribute.
Nice.
Saturday at Chi-Town Tap in Streeter, it's free, 21 and up, 9 p.m. to see Chaos Ordinance, Neurotic, False Rhetoric, and From Within. Saturday at Nightcap, 21 and up, 10 p.m., $8 to see Royal. Sinister Fate, it's their CD release show for Hellhound.
Nice.
Bare Knuckle Conflict and Vulgar. There'll also be burlesque performances by The Misfit Doll, Jezebel Bates, Shot Glass Sally, and Lady India Diminu. Sunday, October 27th at Reggie's, 18 and up, 6 p.m., $25. Luco and I will be here.
What?
Rivers of Nile, Abiotic, Wounds, Exhumed, and Dying Fetus.
Well, I guess we'll be there also.
Sunday at the House of Blues, 5:30 p.m. All ages to see Luona, Heaven's Basement, and The Pretty Reckless. Sunday at Bada Brew, all ages, $5, 5 p.m. to see Forward Without, Days of Mayhem, and Seldom Told. Sunday at the Miramar Theater in Milwaukee, it's $5 with a costume, 7 without, all ages, 4 p.m. to see Johnny Cage, Eyes of the Elite, Armageddon Awaits. Their CD release show will be that night. The Fine Constant, Decrescent, Oculus, and Mecrabar. Monday, October 28th at Bada Brew, 21 and up, $5, 8 p.m. to see Legions of Ram, Blood Tribe, and United by Hate. And just an early warning, Thursday, October 31st, it is Halloween at Bada Brew, 21 and up, $5. Girls, it's no cover if you're in costume. It's cover for
What
best
about
costume.
the dudes again?
8 p.m. Prison City
Here we
Halloween
go.
Massacre. Day 3 with Dead Man's Hand, A Silent Truth, Villainous Grin, and Catapult Propaganda. And that is it for the local roundup for this week. You can cut the music, Dave. Before we end the show, I would just want to really quickly just make the announcement that the last song that we're going to hear tonight is going to be from a former popular local band called Misunderstood. It features
Who says they were popular?
It features members of As King and Hairbangers Ball, Matt Growl, and Brian Kid Chaos Harper. This was their band before they're in the bands now.
Who says they were popular, though?
Apparently they had a following, so we're going to hear their song. They've submitted a track for us to play tonight to end the song, or the, what do you call it?
Because we love Matt so much.
Matt Growl! You're welcome.
Fag.
Next week, we are going to have another band on with us, and they are called Hate Storm Annihilation.
Yeah.
You know them?
Yeah.
So they have like 20.
You should make fun of my story.
We know them.
They have like 22,000 fans on Facebook. What am I missing?
22,000?
Yeah,
What are fans?
they have like 22,000 fans. How'd they get that?
Well, you can pay for fans on Facebook.
I was gonna say.
Are they paying for people?
Well, sometimes you can figure that out. But we're not talking shit.
Cash, I'll be your fan.
Well, next week is Hate Storm Annihilation, and then on November 5th, it's gonna get a little hot in here. We have the Hard-Ons.
Oh,
I thought you were saying I was
shit.
coming
They
back.
live right down the
boy
street from us, and I'm
Leo.
friends with every fucking person in that
Gonna get hot
band.
in here.
And then after that, it'll be Biomimic on November 12th. So those are the next 3 shows that you can look forward to. It's going to get kind of crazy in here. We'll have to say that we're friends with Devangelist to make sure that they don't hate us.
No, don't tell that to them.
Oh.
No. I owe them money. It's no good.
Facebook.com/evangelistband. What? Who said that?
That motherfucking Doug owes me money. Motherfucker owes me $20.
Well, what's next for you guys besides your upcoming release? Like, where do you guys see your band in a year? Let's
Conquering
look a
the
little bit.
world?
A year from now, kind of like I said earlier, our goal is like 8 months to try to have a tri-state, 5-state, international, global tour, whatever, anything, whatever we can do. Hop in a band.
Tri-state, 5-state?
You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll do the
You should call it the
area.
Tri-State, 5-state tour.
That'd be pretty sick. Or just like
We might have
riding
just-
across the Midwest.
Luca,
something
you might have
like
just
that.
made history right there.
He probably-
Tri-State, 5-state tour.
One of those tri-state, 5-state tours.
We actually just got offered to go back out to Europe again, but
Gotten several, but
well,
Okay,
yeah, but
just asking. How did you end up with a hookup to go overseas?
well, that's all Ryan right here going out to Europe
Well,
once, man.
Who did you have to blow?
He's thinking
I didn't
too
have to blow anybody. I
many, too
didn't have to
many
blow anybody.
dudes.
No, the studio I recorded at with my first band was the same studio the band that was going on tour studio, and they needed a band to open up for them, so they, we expressed interest in wanting to tour Europe, and they're like, "Hey, you guys interested in touring up?" We're like, "Fuck yeah!" And we jumped on it and fucking toured Europe.
How long was the tour?
It was like 20 shows, and we played in like 8 countries, and
That's fucking awesome.
yeah, it was fucking awesome. I went to what's that country with all the weed?
Amsterdam.
Yeah, Amsterdam. I went there.
Smoked so
I was
much
about
weed,
to say,
can't
I think I
remember
know
where
more
he
about your
was.
tour than you do at this point.
I went to that country with all the weed. Which one was that?
My dementia was
Amsterdam?
kicking in.
Yeah,
Is it England?
Yeah, I
I
went to
remember
UK.
getting really high in England.
yeah. Just warning you, the weed out there is way better than the weed out here. You will need a timeout if you smoke too much.
You need
I
to
know
log
this.
out. Definitely.
I don't know. Do you need to log out after you smoke?
I guess you smoke the weed, you eat, and then you log out, right? That's how it works.
Yeah, I guess it's got to be in that order, but
Yeah.
no, it's like way more potent than the weed here. So
Shocking.
Yeah, but
Fascinating.
And then you guys spent like a week in Germany too.
yeah,
for
Germany.
festivals.
Germany was cool. You know, the thing about like people in Europe, they all have like this like expectation of how we are. Like, oh, Americans, they're all like this. You know, they like guns and shooting and being violent. It's like
yeah.
then they talk to you
Expecting to swipe a
we are
credit
like
card
that.
down your
But
ass
they all
crack,
think we're
yeah.
like stupid assholes, which a lot of Americans are, but we weren't. And they're like, wow, you are nothing like
Those
we
stupid
expected American
assholes.
thing. When we landed at the airport, it was like all the stores had like man purses. I'm like, what the fuck?
Messenger bags.
I
You
think
don't
that's-
act
no,
like
they were
Miley
purses.
Cyrus.
They were like for fucking pennies and bullshit, and it's like, I don't know,
That
You
is
were
a
fucking
man
for
purse.
pennies?
fucking for pennies.
So the shows that you guys played, how were the turnouts? Like, what was the differences you saw with the shows you play out here compared to there?
Well, I mean, just you get a Monday show, it's not going to be that great. You got a Friday, Saturday show, it's going to be a lot better. But what was cool? That's my beer. Get your hands off. The thing that I thought was cool is like you get like a, like not like a culture shock kind of thing, but you notice the similarities and differences. Like, like in I went to the Czech Republic.
Someone's got a
And-
PP.
And you know how
Dakota,
in the
logging
States,
out.
we do like the metal horns. They're like they do like this like one finger like they point up and it's like and like their moshing's different. Like all the countries out there, like it's like weird. It's like it's similar, but it's like it's different enough to where you're like, they're doing that thing that we do, but it's different. And they love speaking English when they get a chance to, because they don't get to speak English. Cause they learn it, they just don't get to use it.
All right. Well, that was very interesting.
And the beer is awesome out there. Go there.
Is the beer better also?
The beer is better. Warm and cold, it's better.
Don't listen to him about beer.
I know more about beer than you, boy.
He's a bartender.
Just because you've been on this earth a decade longer than I have doesn't mean you know more about beer, Ryan.
You're 10 years older than him?
Like I said, he had to oil his knee. That's why he was
How old
late
are
to
you?
getting here, you know?
How old are you?
Old enough.
Well, maybe
As
we
the
should
as the stare down happens.
end the show before it gets too violent between these two. So thank
Getting
you.
hot in here?
Thank you for
No, it's
tuning
just
in. Heatstorm Annihilation on next week, and here is the last song of the night
Devangelist.
from Misunderstood. Thank you so much, guys, for coming in. It's been so much fun. We're glad we got to debut
Dakota's
your
logging out.
EP. While Dakota's logging out, we'll say goodnight to
That was happening.
Doug and Ryan. And here is Misunderstood, and enjoy.
I know that I'm not good for you, but the thing is you're not good for me. Always put your problems ahead of what we had. You'll never give me anything, just afraid of letting go of what that I have built for you. It's all I've got. You'll leave me here with nothing. No pain is on your shoulders, cause you've got it figured out. And it's really great to hear, but then a foot away from me. But this isn't anything romance. Love and needless, I know that I'm not good for you, but the thing is you're not good for me. Always put your problems ahead of what we have. This is to stop your ignorance is blinding. And it has not done a thing but bring you down. But this is the tempting romance. Love and needless, I know that I'm not good for you, but the thing is you're not good for me. The one that I have found was so fuck you. What I spilled was all for you. These tears I bled were all for you. The blood I spilled, yeah. A deadly romance is what we're living. You can't stop when it starts from within. You gotta stop living in the past and take a look in the mirror glass. With every question comes an answer. With every truth comes a lie. Loss of trust from frequent failures. Loss of friends is no surprise. Stand on my horn when it's on the floor. And angry too. With an open door, I'm gonna slam in the face, knowing that you're a different. The one that I have built. These years that I have bled, the loss of trust is failure. It's time to face the end. Step my heart when it's on the floor. You know you're dead, and I with you with an open door. It's all some bullshit. All again is time to fade.